Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, how's it going? Today we are playing some Legend Legaia, and I know we just finished playing Dark Cloud not too long ago, even though I always upload on separate days, but you know, whatever. So if you remember right, we had saved Ra-Seru, or whatever, from the mist by activating the Genesis tree here. And now we're told that we need to go to the mist generator, which is in this direction over here. Now there's no need for us to return to Rim-Elm or anything like that, unless you want to go buy some healing leaves for some reason. And I gotta talk to this guy again. What, you don't remember? I don't believe you guys. I'm the one who told you that Sarah appears when the prizes are offered to the monsters. You ungrateful bums. To hell with you. Just because I had to say that line again. Okay. Might use the West Ra-Seru key. Got hit by the door on the way out. So now this will lead to the mist generator. Now, what we want to do is make sure that we're completely ready for this. And it looks like we pretty much are, except for, according to my book, we want to gain at least 2 levels before, you know, getting through this entire place. And as always, mist generators, if you, you know, trying to get to the map screen, just to kind of look around. Alright, here we go. Remember, we were like, you know, at one point we were all the way over here, and I was showing it off, you know, and I was like, we eventually have to get up here, you know. And I kind of showed this place all off. I like how the only thing that kind of animates whenever you're on the map is the water. Everything else kind of sits still, you know. It's kind of neat. But where we need to go is to that mist generator. And I'm sure along the way we're going to get into fights, which will kind of help us with our level upping. But as always, if there's any grinding that needs to be done, I'll be doing it off screen, because I can tell that none of you guys like that. So, yeah. So don't worry about that. In fact, if we can help it, we might actually want to grind for cash so that we can get our next bit of armor and stuff. I don't know if we got all the armor we need. Now, as you see, there's these new enemies, wolves. They're not really that bad. They can combo you pretty badly and do some good damage, but they're really not that dangerous, I don't think. In fact, they're kind of fun because they're like werewolves, you know. Okay, see, now this is the enemy that can actually steal your armor. So you wouldn't be lying if they stole your hunter's clothes, you know. And of course, getting your armor stolen is kind of, not like the one you're wearing, but like getting old armor stolen is kind of horrible, especially if you're running low on money, you know. So you want to get rid of them as soon as possible to get it back, because they can run off with it, like I said. And it's really terrible when they do. So you want to make sure that you take care of them real fast. Now, if they take the Tempest shoes, I wouldn't really care too much. Because, I mean, it was an old piece of armor that we don't even need anymore. But, like, having the hunter's clothes stolen kind of sucks, and you have to admit that it was stolen, and it kind of irritates. I forgot her name already. Whatever. Maybe I forgot it because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. There's a cool little bit of rise land right there that you can go stand on if you want. You won't really gain anything by stepping on it, but it's kind of neat. Alright, we got mad ogres and a wolf. I think we've seen the mad ogres before, so they're nothing new. But let's use a fire blow against them and a Ra-Seru power. Why not? And how about Mirage Lancer? Yeah, there we go. Have him Spirit for a really powerful attack against the wolf next turn. As always, I don't like focusing on one enemy at a time. I know some people would be like, why not? Because if you do that, you'll get rid of the enemies one by one, and then you won't have to be worried about getting hit by all three of them if they all survive. As true as that is, in this game it doesn't really seem that big a deal if you get hit by all three of them. So, yeah. But as always, it's up to you what you want to do. Most often, John is so awesome he just blocks all the attacks like they're nothing. So that's why I don't mind too much. I don't know if any of these enemies can actually defend against you. I know the Mad Ogres can, I believe. I don't know if the Wolf can. Yeah, he can. Huh? Okay, I'll accept that. I told you that there's times when I've looked through the book and I swear that I had every attack possible. But during this Let's Play I haven't paid attention to it as much because I've been kind of making sure that I show off new attacks each time. So I looked at the book and I thought I had every single one, but oh well. I do like to show off the old attacks whenever I can, just because they're fun to do, you know. I mean, even though Noah's 3-tiered attacks are not really that great, they're still pretty good to use whenever you're in a pinch. So let's continue down, not using the analog sticks since we don't have the analog control on. Instead use the control pad like we're supposed to. Now, as before, if you go to the left, there's nothing over there, but it's just kind of neat how that's there. I don't know why I'm using that. I'm just using it for fun. I don't know if I've even showed it off yet. The spell I'm about to show used to be one of my favorite spells of all time. There's another one of those that looks really cool. Yeah, when you see that move, you can just kind of tell, what if they had used that against us, you know? That would have just sucked, you know? I wish you could use their other abilities, like you could choose to use the lightning-based attack where it only attacks one person, you know, if needed, and it costs a little bit less, but you can't. You can only use the one they give you. Which, I mean, that makes sense, but at the same time, it's kind of just like, aw. Does he have? Man, I need to get him more abilities. I mean, look at this. I mean, he's like completely outgunned with the rest of us when you think about it. What if I hit both of them if they don't move? He might be dead. Yeah, oh well. Maybe he'll attack the last one with it. Ooh, we need to heal after this fight. This will kind of be overkill, but it's just for fun. Oh good, Mike caught up again. That's always a good thing to see. Now, I don't know what kind of enemies we're going to be running into because it doesn't ever tell us. So, like, I can't promise that it's going to be an easy place, you know. So, yeah. I don't know if there's any new magic for us to find here or anything like that. They're usually pretty good at keeping any new magic that you possibly can get out of mind, you know, so that way you can always keep up with the magic that you might need. Now, as you're running around here, you want to keep an eye out for doors and stuff, like little secret passages, and find every treasure that you can possibly find. Ah, that's what's here. I remember them talking about this in the book. Okay, Allure. No special spell that it doesn't have any special attributes that come along with it, but it is a very, very powerful attack. I would compare it to how should I say this? Like a Pokemon without an evolution, you know, they just get stronger. Because I've been watching Chugga Conroy play, I think it's Pokemon Emerald. And he's like been showing off certain Pokemon that don't even have evolutions, you know, and how they just get steadily stronger as you get them leveled up and all that stuff. Now this is the most powerful attack with the Allure Cannon. Where they give you an upskirt and then they blast you in the face for looking up there. Now, they are a wholly based attack, so I think no matter what team member you have, they all do about the same damage with it. I almost spoiled who would be the best for it, because there's a spell a certain character, I'm not going to say who, gets later on, that makes perfect sense for it. Hope he doesn't have enough to do with the Thunder Punch. I'm sorry you just heard me swallow there. I keep forgetting I need to stop drinking while I record. Because I'm a noisy drinker. I don't know if she's counting as a fly at me. I don't know if my lower attack that I did against her actually went under her and didn't do any damage. Oh, I didn't even do one. So, I don't know. If you do lower attacks, I don't know if it would do that. Sure. I'm just leveling up magic while he tries to take out this character. Just goes to show you how hard it is to get abilities for Mike because of his, you know, rounded strength or whatever you want to call it. He doesn't really, like he does a little bit too much damage to kill him sometimes. So, yeah. In fact, what does he have on him? Let's get rid of that, because I mean, I know I'm going to regret getting it, because I'm probably going to get a, what's it called? Back attacked immediately for taking it off, but, I hope you didn't hear that. Someone was yelling downstairs. I think she was yelling at my cat. But yeah. Alright, there's a Wonder Elixir. Now, I'm not consulting the guide this time, so if I go the wrong way, you'll know, because I'll have to backtrack. Okay, good. But you want one of those allures if you can, because this is the one time that it actually recommends you get a spell that you don't actually have. You may not actually have, because it's a very good spell, like I said. So under no circumstance do you want to miss out on it, you know? Because if you miss out on it, you're going to end up regretting it immediately. I mean, not that you can't beat the boss without it, but it just makes it a lot easier if you have it for the boss, is what I'm saying. I always like trying to get new abilities, so yeah. Let's see, it took us about, what? It took us way more than 800 damage to kill her, so that means we want to do, since we just did about, what was it, like 800 something right there, we want to do a low-based, like, you know, a low key attack, so that we don't do the max amount of damage that we can possibly deliver and end up accidentally pulverizing her and going over the limit of the, what's it called, requirements to get the spell. However, if she doesn't die, that makes it kind of bad. Another thing, as you get more powerful in the game, as in like, as you get stronger attacks and everything, you'll start to realize that it becomes a lot harder for you to get spells, because you're just taking out enemies left and right, you know, and that makes it really hard for you to get the spells because of that. I mean, sure, the enemies get more powerful as you go along, but that doesn't mean that it's easier for you to get them, you know. And like I said, I'm sure there's a guide somewhere on GameFAQs to tell you exactly how to get certain powers in the game, but I haven't found it yet. I mean, I haven't been really looking, to be truthful, but I'm just saying, you know, you want to be careful and always try to determine how much damage you're doing to an enemy, so that way you can tell, alright, how much more damage do I need to do before they fall over dead and I get their power, you know? And usually it's less than you would think, you know? And they have that epic music playing through here again. I think every mist generator has this epic music in the background. You know, like that something dangerous is happening music, you know? Now, I don't know if sending your teammates to help determines if you get better chance of, you know, getting a spell. So I want to try that, to be honest, you know? Unless you really are just tired of waiting, having your teammates sit around doing nothing. How ironic that I was just complaining that he doesn't have another spell, and he just got one. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, Fire Blow, Tornado Flame. Get us all healed up. That way we won't die, of course. Now, I'm starting to notice that, yeah, depending on how low of health you are, it doesn't really seem like it's healing us that much, you know? But I mean, like I said, it's the best thing we've got at this time. That's not good. 638 damage, okay. And last time we did that, we did one 300 and one 400, and that was too much because she fell down and died immediately and didn't get back up. So that determines that we probably want to do another 400, then maybe like 200, and try that and see how that goes. I can't believe I got sweaty from that. That's just awesome. I don't know what to do. How about just heal Mike? There you go. As I said, I never let my teammates help if I'm trying to get a spell for a certain person. Because I know if I let them help, they'll just end up killing it. I mean, in most cases, when they end up killing it, though, they get the spell, which I don't care if they get the spell, as long as somebody gets the spell. There we go. It's just I like meta to get the most spells because I just like my main character, you know, having everything, while the rest of the teammates kind of pick up the, you know, leftovers, more or less. Now check this place out. This place actually has escalators. You know, isn't that just kind of neat? But because of that, you see, you can only go one way. You can't go down. So if you go up here, what ends up happening is you can't go back, see? So, you're going to end up, to leave, you'd have to go all the way around back to the other escalator and go back down. So just keep that in mind if you're grinding here and you want to just keep going further in and then leave like I did before. I think this place actually might be more of a like longer area than the other place. So leaving here would be like leaving with a door of light, not with a you know, running back out type scenario like I did at the last place. Now I used a lure there because I just want to kind of show off what kind of attack it is, because you saw how it said kill or attack an enemy, you know, like more or less it's going to do a damage no matter what. If it kills it or not, it's still going to take damage. So of course there's no reason for them to attack it if there's a chance that it's going to die, you know? But unlike Nido, it has a more or less chance of doing absolute damage, you know? But yeah, check this out. This thing is awesome. See, it does 1,357 damage. Yeah, that is pretty amazing right there. But see how it just ate away at all my MP almost? Yeah, you can kind of tell that you only want to use that, as it says, as a last resort, you know? Which in the case of the boss that we're going to be going up against, I don't see that being a problem, you know? You might as well if you're going against a boss, you know? Like, against normal enemies, I would highly recommend against using it because it just sucks up so much MP. You see, it uses 90 MP, and there's no way you're gonna ever get, you know, a huge amount of MP at your disposal until, like, almost in-game, you know? So you don't want to be just, like, flaunting around that spell saying, look at me, I'm so badass that I can kill anything, you know? Because then before you know it, you're like, oh, I'm out of MP. I can't use the ability now. And then enemy like smirks at you like, I'm gonna kill you for what you did, you know? Oh, if enemies could talk back to you. So, as I said, there's no other reason to get it for the other teammates unless you just want to pile on the damage, you know, type thing. Having one person get it is probably the best thing that you can do. So that you can balance your damage a little bit better, you know? Because I think the boss can still be harmed by your hyper and super arts pretty well. So, yeah. $907 damage. That's just awesome, you know? That's something you don't see ever in the beginning of the game, you know? It's not very often you see yourself dishing out so much damage, you know, to one enemy until, like, literally this point in the game. So that's why I love it so much, you know? It's just like, you find yourself in, like, becoming like this big powerhouse of a character, you know, and you look back and you're like, before I could hardly do this damage at all, you know, like I'd be dishing out half this usually. So it's just kind of awesome to see that happening now. Now I know I'm past my time limit a little bit, but I think I might go a little bit further on this just because. So, yeah. Now, usually I wouldn't suggest using Magic Release unless you're planning on continuing on, which I am planning on continuing on for a little bit. But remember this place for later, because I might come back here after the video's over. And, I don't know, probably just say that, hey, we're going to be leaving from here, but I just wanted to get back to this point, since this is where I said I'd meet you guys. That is if I decide to walk out, you know. As always, if you plan to walk out of a place, try to save your magic so that you can use it on your way out instead of using it for battles. I mean, like, sure, you can go ahead and annihilate the crap out of enemies with it if you want, but just know that you gotta have some kind of healing item or something, so that you don't just kill over on the way out of the place. Oh, sorry if you heard that. You know, I can't help but say, though, it's kind of funny how you get this super powerful spell, you know, and it's more or less like whoop-de-doo at the point that you get it, because, you know, it's like you use it and you realize how powerful it is, but then you realize I can only use it like once or twice. Boy, I'm in a really good mood today, guys. I got 2 days off of work, so I'm just kind of relaxing at home, you know, doing some recordings for you guys, because that's what I love to do, you know. Now, look over there, it's kind of cool. There's like another path. That's how you know how far you need to go. Because I think that if you get to that second path over there, you're near the end. No, we don't need that much of healing. Okay, so let's just use an ore cell. There we go. That's what I like to do from now on. It's something I actually kind of suggest as well. Once you get to this point in the game, you know, where you're going around inside dungeons, fighting and leveling up, you know, and all that. You shouldn't use Vera that much anymore. Oh god, that's another fun attack. We want to try to get that one too. I'm gonna spirit and use a super art against him, though, because that would be more fun. Now, 5 hits, yeah, that's right. I wasn't paying attention. I was about to ask you guys if you hit him every time, and I was like, yeah, he did. Okay, good. So let's see. Oh no, does he have? No, he doesn't. Darn. Oh well. I'll show that attack off later then. Let me check that again. Sorry, I thought I hit a button, so I had to reset it. Sorry guys. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Now he actually is a flying enemy, so any low attacks that you do will be a miss. So just keep that in mind. Ooh, that was a good one. If I must say so myself. That looked really awesome. Now this is another enemy that has a really cool spell, like I said. I think it's called, damn it, what is it called? Rolling, well that's his attack that he does against you, is Rolling Flare. But there is actually this, fire-based attack that he does where he spins around the area of the arena, you know, and then just annihilates the enemies in the middle. It looks really cool. Can't wait to show it off. But I don't know if I'm going to get it here. Mainly because it's a tough ability to get. I say if you're going to use Vera, just use it as a way to waste a person's turn, so that way you can go ahead and take advantage of trying to get the spell that you're trying to get, you know. Hopefully I don't do too much damage and don't get it, because I had to show off that super hard again. Oh well, I'm okay with that. I know I'm going to run into another one, but I've reached my time limit, so I got to stop here. When I return, I will continue through this area and level up a bit more. So, till then, guys, bye.